Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thought we'd do a fun. I didn't share the result of the Odins. So yeah, I was. That's great. If everyone, can you let me know? Can you hear me? We changed some settings yesterday for the incursions run with Cam, and so I just want to make sure that either that you can hear me all right, and if the music is too loud or too quiet. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate it. And the music, can you guys hear the music? I love the music from LC Music Tracks. I actually enjoy adding them into the videos. Voice and picture are great. Perfect. You can hear me fine. All right. Well, let's say hello to everyone first. I appreciate so many people showing up. This just is an impromptu stream. I've been saying monkey. Is it monkey or am I just totally off? Please let me know. Ayers, I've been calling you Slayers, and I'm realizing there's no S in that name, so please correct me. Hedge, thank you so much for coming by. Jose, Christian, thank you so much. Wabcat, thank you. Weapon X, Shadow, you gonna be able to jump in, buddy? I know you said you might. Music's a little low. Let me turn up the music, and it's layers, which makes so much more sense, doesn't it? There's no S. Why would I say Slayers? Why would I say Slayers? All right, let me turn up the music a little bit for everyone. I love LC Music Tracks songs here. Wow, it's as if the music is no longer even. There we go. Let's turn it up just a smidge, and then you all let me know if that's too low. All right. What's the easiest variant to do? Did the I Love You 3000 happen? It did. It did happen. I will get to it. My name is actually pronounced Shavkat. Oh, okay. I apologize for that, Shavkat. I will do my best to remember. And if I mispronounce, just blame it on the ignorance for me always being in Southern California and pretty much never leaving. So thank you so much for being here and informing me and educating me. No, Jose, you did not win. In fact, I wrote down the winners. Let me look it up. Since you're all here, I might as well tell you all who won. It was pretty funny, actually. I used a site that Shadow had recommended to Manka. Super Cool Panda, thank you so much for showing up. So here's who won the giveaway. And in yesterday's stream, at the very end, I said, you know what? The group has been so amazing and I'm so appreciative. Let's just do a full Odin to each of the winners. We were going to do an Odin and then 2 Black Panther treasures. And I was like, you know what? The Black Friday deals are just so good. Let's do a full Odin to all of the winners, all 3 of them. And then so I did the drawing today, and the first winner was someone named Brandon Dawson, who I've already been in contact with. He has already gotten his gift card. I think he plays on Google or Android. So we did that. And then the second winner was actually Carl from My Alliance from For Loki. And I thought, yeah, I'm explaining it right now, Dr. Doom. So Carl from For Loki was the second winner. And I had told friends, anyone is allowed to enter. I'm doing this legitimately. I'm not picking the winners myself. And so I was very comfortable with that. And then I thought, you know what, though, for everyone else, why don't we do this? We'll do 4 winners. We'll add one on. If it's another Alliance member, or if it's Duke, or if it's Shadow, or one of the moderators from the Discord server, that's funny. That's funny. We'll just do 4. I'll cap it at 4. I do have to cap it at some point. So we'll cap it at 4. And then, so I I used that site and I did it 2 more times. And Steve Parlay, I believe, won. I've written on his comment asking him to email me. And then Vasper won, who they comment fairly regularly. So hopefully they get those notifications. I want to give them till at least super late Friday. The notification system on my end is even weird. I mean, I'm the one making these videos and putting them out. And sometimes I'll see comments from you all and it's 3 days later. Or I'll go through the video and I'll see that there's comments I just never got notified of. So let's give them a fair chance. I am going to try to put together a quick video to put out tomorrow, just kind of showing the website that picked the winners. It's kind of fun. You can see the various names come up. So I think it's a good time and I think people might see it. So, and also just I want to give as the winners as many chances as possible to see that they won. Yeah. Oh, so, well, I used to get notified whenever anyone commented on anything. So I'm hoping that they just see them. And two people, well, Carl, I was able just to text him through Line. I use Line chat for all Alliance things. And so I was able just to DM him. So that made a lot of sense. And then Brandon got back to me immediately, and I was able to get that out. MCOC God, am I still close with Duke? Yeah, Duke is a good friend of mine. He was... he wasn't on The Voice yesterday, but he dropped by the stream, and I'm hoping he's going to jump on The Voice today. He is a very involved father, and he lives on the East Coast. Hopefully, it's not too much personal information for him. MCOC God, I'll be honest, I don't really know what you're referring to. Duke is a good friend of mine and a great player of the game. And he does have a lot of experience in that. So I think maybe you're asking like how many units would it cost to do an Abyss run. Let's see. Super Cool Panda. If someone doesn't respond, I want to give them till, I said Friday, but let's give them till like Saturday morning. And then I don't know. I maybe we'll just pick another. I don't know about that MCOC God. I don't utilize mercs, and so I really have no information on that. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know about that. Sounds to me like he's referring to buying gameplay. Yeah, I don't know, MCOC God. I don't know. I'm not in any rooms like that or anything like that. So I will say it's against the terms of services. I really don't advise that. In fact, I advise not doing that because for a variety of reasons. One, it's against the terms of services. And so if you get caught, you will lose your account. And even if you don't get caught, you just don't know who's signing on to your account and what could happen. I've played this game long enough where I've seen multiple people log on to the game and champions are sold, resources are gone, people have been ranked up. So I don't recommend doing that. So yeah. Trick. Hey, how you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by. Happy to answer questions. That's the point of the Tier 4B and Hangout stream. So if you got any questions, hit me up. Let me know. I tend to forget content almost as soon as I did it. I made guides for Variant 5, and I still remember very little of it. But we can talk about it. And I always love answering rank up questions. I think we're about to die on this first fight here, so that's going to be fun. Looks like Was had just enough health to finish that off. What content should export Act 5? And got Cav, congratulations. You know what? I forgot to help out the. Sorry, Jose. I didn't mean for your comments to get deleted by the stream bot. Have I seen the Showdown stream yet? No. How was it? Was it good? Was it good? Can I Quake? I'm. Hey, is that you, Shadow?
Yeah. Hey.
Let me turn you up a little bit there, buddy.
I think Happy McMuffins won.
Oh, really? And Shadow, I have you as loud as possible on my end. Is there any way to raise your volume on your end?
I don't think so, but it could be because I'm not talking as loud as usual because it's 11 p.m. for me.
Yeah, it's pretty late for you, right? Well, folks probably can't hear you, but I can, and so I appreciate you stopping in. Let's see, we got some questions here. Yeah, that's right, Shadow, you're right. Comments we found get deleted if we use all cap and typos. The majestic goatee. How's it going, Parzival? Layers. I didn't do any variant yet. What's the easiest variant? What do you think is the easiest, Shadow?
It depends, honestly. But I'd definitely say for completion, either variant 4 or variant 5.
Can everyone hear? Can everyone hear Shadow? Yeah, and I think Trick is hitting the right answer there, or the best answers. It's really going to depend on your roster and what you have. The variants really are tailored around having a certain roster, or there's just some strength that can be given to them, or some necessitate certain champions. Jose is saying Shadow is low, but you can hear him, so that's great. So Shadow, let's go ahead and keep talking. And let's see here. Question. What ally do I like playing in the most? For Loki. For Loki. I have known quite a few of those guys for years. Me and players like FaZe and, well, Ares isn't in For Loki anymore, but Pure Gonzo, Chelize, even Dreamin. Dreamin was in the first competitive alliance I ever joined, first like real high tier war alliance I was ever in. And so I've known them for 3 or 4 years. And then as much as I enjoyed NY and the rewards were amazing, and I did make some good friends there, having the priority or prioritization be about the game and becoming a better player and learning, I'm enjoying that more. I did the AQ1 thing and the prestige thing, and it was a lot of fun. And I had a great time. But I'm enjoying the game itself more in For Loki. And I'm not surprised by it. That was an intentional move, starting the channel, wanting to become a better player, learn more about the game, share, build a community. And For Loki was just such a natural fit for it. So For Loki. And yeah, Magneto's that's what I was thinking is if you have the right champions, when is War 7 over? Haven't even started, have not placed our defense yet. Ender programmer. Man, I think I need to get glasses. Hey man, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. Mickey Mantle saying what's up to everyone. Jose, Morningstar, Colossus, Red Guardian, Angela. Who should be my R4 5-star? I think a lot of that's going to depend. I would put Red Guardian in there if you have them awakened in a very high sig. Remember, his sig works is in increments of 20. That's when you notice the benefit. So there's not really a point taking him to like 17 or 23. You want to go 20, then 40, and so on and so forth. But I would say Colossus. I think Colossus is the one that with the immunities and things like that. And I really enjoy. I like the parry heavy play style. So I think Colossus would see you through that sort of thing. Let's see. I think For Loki is the best alliance for YouTubers. It seems that way. So I actually thought that I was going to potentially lose some audience in joining For Loki. I thought NY came with a certain cachet to it and being an AQ1. And so when I joined For Loki, I was very surprised that not only did I not lose subscribers, or at least I'm not aware of it, but there clearly was a built-in audience that was just very warm and welcoming to people in For Loki. And now that I'm there, it makes a lot of sense. I think there's a lot of really good people there. I always want to say a lot of great guys, but then I always want to make sure I include Lizer, such an amazing player, and she's been really welcoming and helpful too. So let's see. But by the way, why does a man with tons of R3 champs need tier 4B? Because we still need them. We need them for rank ups. I'll do this fight and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. You still there, Shadow?
Yep. If you can still hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
So-
have you ever used Rogue against Aegon?
No. Oh, you steal the buffs?
Yeah, you can get like 10,000 mediums with a rank 4.
Is it Suida that's uses Rogue in like every war?
he brings her and Human Torch and someone else. And Havoc, yeah.
He fought, so in the war where I just completely had to take it off for that family emergency, and all I did was place pre-fights with Mr. Fantastic and White Magneto. He died to my Invisible Woman. It looked like it was maybe an in-game error or a glitch or something like that. It was pretty funny. He posted it.
Yeah, I saw that.
So here's why. Here's why we need Tier 4B. Is they still make us spend 7 of them just to R2 a champion, which is fair. It's fine. I think maybe there should be some motivation to spend glory on it. And, and do Tier 4B arena. And I think this is a cool way to kind of hang out. Like, so much of this is concentrating on the game, but if I only get like 4 arenas done, fine. That's fine. It's no big deal. And then can rank up some of those champions.
Have you got all the Tier 4 basic from the Joe Fixit still?
No, you know what I'm going to do is, because we still have like, 5 or 6 days on that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
What I'm trying to do, and it's really hard because I have a lot of Tier 5 CC actually just sitting in ready to be used, is I want to see the deals. I'll get the deals. I'm not on Friday, and then just do like a full game plan. Like, look at what I've got, look at the champions I have, and then rank up accordingly. And then I thought I haven't bought anything from the Fix-It, and I will use that to supplement. Like if I need Tier 4B or Tier 2A or whatever, just whatever I need, use the gamma radiation or whatever it's called for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Syndrome, what's up, buddy? How are you doing? Hey, when are you going to start streaming again, man? I hope you're enjoying your break. I really enjoyed your videos, especially like your how to evade and how to defeat champions. I love those. Marine 31, what's going on? Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate that. It looks like we may have missed some rank up questions though. Tater's job in For Loki is insane. Yeah, he does. He spends so much time. I'm not in his BG, so I don't get war assignments from him, but I know that they are incredible, and he still makes himself available to answer questions for like, hey, I've got this fight coming up. What do you think? So, and then of course all the cards and everything. Just a real team player, great leader with B Manny. So, so I asked your Discord what my next match 5-star. And got mixed results. Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's the point, Layers, is that I think you're always going to get mixed answers when you're dealing with champions of similar caliber like that. Like, I have them both in my top shelf tier. They're both great. They're going to do different things for you. So I think it makes a lot of sense that you're going to get a variety of answers there. I personally would not be able to choose between them without knowing exactly what content you're looking to tackle. And if you were interested in taking Cap Infinity War to SIG 200, I would think that'd be a pretty big variable. What do you think, Shadow?
Sorry, what did you say?
Don't worry about it, buddy.
I'm just really tired.
What's that?
I'm sorry, I zoned out a bit.
Oh, no worries, man. It sounds like it's late for you. I was just saying that part of the choose between Black Widow Clairvoyant and Cap Infinity War would be if you were willing to put the 6 stones into Cap Infinity War and really take him to that super high SIG, possibly SIG 200.
Yeah, because Captain gains like all of it, most of his utility at SIG 200.
Yeah, like for an example, they specifically asked me what SIG level my cap was for war, the last war. He's only at SIG 200 or 100, and they were like, "Don't worry about it. We'll leave him on the bench." So just having that reliability, that's it's the one of the few downsides to playing a champion like Domino when you're using her on offense, is you just don't know what result you're going to get. But when it's good, it's good. Mega Farts, good luck. Who are you hoping for? Let us know who like your top 3 or 4 options are, or if there's just like one specific. Mickey Mantle, thank you for helping answer some questions. I always love that about this community. I'll move through. Vega, I think rank up videos would be amazing for your channel. Like as I rank up champions, is that what you mean? I have like so many rank 3 champions that I still need to make videos on. I'm working on the Sasquatch one. And one of my hesitations is Sasquatch has a really loyal and vocal following. And I think I'm going to disappoint them because I just don't think he's as good as they seem to think he is. But I keep looking for ways to use him that we're already not aware of, and I'm not finding them. I'll say I was going to spend money on the deals. Now I'm most likely not doing more than 20. That's the thing with this game, and we just had a discussion about that on the Discord server, is because someone is asking about that, and I think if it fits into your entertainment budget, then yeah, have fun. It's a game. Have fun. That's the whole point. But if it doesn't, don't spend. I mean, so many of us can relate to, we pushed through content, or we used units to get to this, or we bought some crystals so we could get to that next 6-star, and then we opened it up and we just got Iron Patriot. And why did we do that, right? Or we pushed through content and then we realize that our roster is not ready to really tackle that next content. So, and then you just end up frustrated. And I don't blame Kabam for wanting to make money. I mean, like, they have to pay salaries. Like, they've made an amazing game. They should make money off of this, in my opinion. So I don't blame them. But the game is designed to tempt us. It's designed to push us to want to do those things, to be excited about it. So I always, if it's not within your budget, man, don't sweat it. Watch everyone's videos and watch how disappointed we all get from our openings. And remember, when you see the lucky openings, that's like 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10, right? Dr. Doom, thank you. I hope I have never made top 3. I've made 4th, I think 4 times. And it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. So I'd love to be a contributor to a group that makes top 3. Mega Parts, I only have... Yeah, I mean, I just gave my spiel on that. So I really believe what I was saying. I think that's awesome. And just know how you want to play the game, and then you're going to end up having a good time with it, I believe. People's Champ, thank you so much for stopping by, buddy. Are you streaming tonight? I really love the community you've put together there. MCOC God, so are you asking me if I am an ILAC skills? You might be talking to someone else. What's Red Guardian's awakened ability? I believe it increases the duration of his debuffs, if I'm not mistaken. Chad, is that correct? Do you know? Man, you are tired, because you are usually like, you know everything about this game.
Yeah, when I get tired, I'm really bad at like everything that I'm good at usually.
Oh man, that's all right, buddy. You're awesome, and I can't wait for you to get some more gameplay videos out. It's such high level play, but I believe that's what it is. Jose, here, why don't we check it out? Let's check it out.
What was the question again?
What is Red Guardian's awakened ability? I think it increases the duration of his debuffs, which is a really big deal with him.
So well-timed blocks of yeah, okay, there we go.
Yeah, so I'm not an expert on him for sure, but I know that the whole trauma, slow, and vulnerability debuffs lasting 30% longer, that's a really big deal, because that's one of the challenges, is keeping those up in order to get the big damage. And then that's part of the concern with using him in war, is he's placing so many debuffs, and sometimes his damage can suffer a little bit if you're not able to time it really well, where he actually ends up healing people because of willpower. And so you end up in this kind of constant back and forth on doing the damage and not being able to get it done as well as you would like. Here, I'll try to speed through chat a little bit. Dr. Doom, mercs are stupid. Don't use all in Doom. No worries. Discord channel got me through Cavalier server. Good. Yeah, I think the Discord server, every time I check in on it, really smart people are giving great advice, and I just get to throw in my 2 cents. So I'm really happy that it's working out well for other people. Why don't for players with 4 use Havoc on 23? Is that Mixmaster? If it's Mixmaster, we have a great answer. I think Professor X is amazing for it. And then I think we have some great Omega Red players who use it. Kimbo Slice, how's it going? Mega Farts. Okay, good luck. Let us know if we're still going. Please let us know how you do. I hope you get Elsa, or even better. That's true. Actually, Iron Patriot did get a nice little synergy there. I feel like there's a conversation going on that I don't understand. But MCOC God. Yeah, let's keep this kind of let's keep this. I'm not gonna advertise or be promoting or anything like that. Anything that's against term of service. Yeah, I'm not blaming anyone for bringing it up or whatever. I'm just saying let's move on if you don't mind. Hedge was answering the question. Yeah, let's not be advertising for Merc services, guys. I don't blame people for trying to earn some money, but that's not where this is. We're not going to do that on this channel. Alan Tick. So Mega Farts has already answered it. And I understand that. But here's the thing is I have a tier 5 CC, a mutant, and I am considering doing exactly what you're saying. I'm trying to decide between Professor X, an Omega Red who's a low sig. That's why I'm not jumping straight into it. And Apocalypse. And I am considering taking up Apocalypse. I have a tier 5 CC in tech, taking up Warlock, and then bringing Cable to R2. I did a video early on in those buffs with, or that synergy of Cable just destroying the first, I think, like 3 fights of Labyrinth of Legends with that Apocalypse synergy. I think that's a brutal team, and it can handle a lot of things. And then as you're questing, you throw Red Magneto in there for your robots or your metal champions, and you've got something really great there. And you still have a 5th spot, like if you need a power control champion outside of Warlock. So if you need like your Mystic to nullify or something like that, I really like that team, and I'm considering doing that myself. So, but on Cable on his own, no, I would not rank him up. Oh, Jose was just joking. All right, cool. Look, like I said, I would never, even if you were serious, I don't blame someone for trying to earn a little money. No blame going there. And I think if someone asked if I was like ILAC, I don't really watch ILAC's channel, so I don't know that much about it. So I don't want to speak about something I'm not educated on. But my understanding is he's pretty vocal about, maybe not liking that community. I have no feelings on it. I'm not going to advertise it on this channel.
But yeah, I don't know exactly what happened, but I have a lot of allergies all of a sudden. And
okay.
It's like my body's stinging me or something.
Oh.
It's very uncomfortable. So I think I'm gonna have to lie down, and maybe Hedge could take over for me if he wants.
Okay. Thank you so much, buddy. I hope you're feeling better. Is that something that normally happens, or do we have like an emergency situation here?
I'm gonna go ask my parents, because I do have a lot of allergies, but this doesn't usually happen.
Yeah, let's get off the voice chat here. Thank you so much for stopping by, and please let me know how you how this ends up going for you.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Okay.
Yeah, I just asked Hedge if he wanted to take over with me.
Okay.
Or Duke is here now. Alright, see you guys.
Alright. Duke, what's up, buddy? Edge, I think Duke has joined in. Thank you very much, though, and hopefully our buddy Shadow ends up. Okay, that sounds a little scary. What Noodle? You would consider Apocalypse the best champ of 2020? Yeah, Cam, who I did the run with yesterday, I think he says the same thing. He loves Apocalypse. I think he's definitely worth saving for. That 6-star feature is going to be incredible. Karate Mike, you caught my eye. And I really like him, and I had reason to take him into AQ the other day, and I wasn't able to bring Sinister or Cable or Kang, and I didn't mind ramping him up. The problem was I then remembered that it was a plus mutant week, so he had plus 40 attack. So I'd really like to try him out without in either of those synergies to see how I feel about him. So yeah, I can't hear Duke either. I have a feeling he's like signed in, but maybe family duty has called him away, and he'll be fine. Alan, yeah, if it's allergies, hopefully the Claritin clears that up. The giant spider. That's funny. I thought you were going to say my hair was like a spider. Send the cats after it. Addie, what's going on? I'm so glad you made another stream. Yeah, seriously, how great is Mike's channel? Like, he's hilarious, he's an actor, and he's amazing at the game. Like, is there anything he can't do? Mike, is there something you're not good at? So if you can think of anything, please let me know. Use venom so the spiders can't evade. That's that's funny. That was really clever. Yeah, Duke, it's almost like you're like I'm looking at the stream room in on Discord, and it's not even like coming up green when you talk. It's maybe like the input's not right, or I don't know. I know that Metal Sonic Dude was saying he was having trouble with Discord recently too.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you are.
I just had to reconnect for some reason.
Right on. Can everyone hear Duke?
I can't hear you.
You cannot hear me?
No, now you're back.
Good.
Hey, PP, what's going on?
Addie, the giveaway. So I just did. I have let the winners know. Unfortunately, you did not win. I recognize your name, and I probably will do just a quick video on it because it ended up being pretty funny. Yesterday in the stream, I said that I would award the full Odin to all 3 of the winners. And it was at the end of the stream, and I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's have fun. The group's been so supportive and awesome. I want to do that. And then I did the raffle today, or the winning, and Shadow had recommended the site, and it was pretty cool. And the first winner, I don't remember. I think it was Brandon. His name is Brandon. And then the second winner ended up being an alliance mate of mine named Carl. And I was like, oh man, I mean, that's awesome. I love it. I love that alliance mate won. I had said that hey, MCOC God Buddy, we're about to time you out or mute you or whatever. We've already been over this multiple times. And it's just not funny.
Fuck the guy. He's been trolling since he started the channel.
Oh, is that the same guy? Yeah, so it's just not funny. I realize we all have different senses of humor, and so maybe that's just yours, and it's all been a misunderstanding. But we'll have to mute or use all of the powers that the YouTube has given us to just like not make those jokes. So it's up to you, buddy. I love it if you're here, and if you don't want to be here, I totally respect that. What was I saying now? I have totally...
Tell about me winning all 3 prizes.
Oh, yeah. So Carl won the second one, and I was like, I mean, that's awesome. I had told friends, anyone who wants, because I'm not picking the winners myself. I'm using that site to do it. And it's like, you know what? Let's just do 4 winners. let's just do it, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that way we're still getting 3, but I did limit myself to 4, no matter what. And then we picked 2 other winners, and they were not alliance mates and not someone associated with the channel. So it worked out really, really well. So Mike is saying you're not too tall, so basketball isn't too high on my list. Yeah, but knowing you, I have a feeling you can probably still dunk or something like that. So, but I appreciate the humility and you sharing it. Tom Harrington. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Took Warlock up to R3 unduped. Yeah, I know he's one of those ones where like the dupe is nice, but you don't have to have it. It's like, I mean, Clairvoyance dupe seems almost not pointless, but it's even rare. But I love champions like that, right?
It's okay, T.
It's KT.
Yeah, we got a celebrity here.
Hey, what's going on, KT man? How you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. What time is it for you? Alan, thanks for letting us know you can hear Duke.
I think it's like 11:30 by KT.
Oh, that's not too late. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Fluffy Pig Monster, thank you so much, and I really appreciated you reaching out directly the other day. It was a rough week. It's been a rough week. It's getting better, but I think it's just going to be a long run for me here. Yeah, everyone, let's say hi to KT1. Like, and again, like Karate Mike, now KT1. Like, I think the best YouTube talent out there is stopping by today. I feel pretty fortunate for the support. Travis, can someone read my last question? I didn't see it. Duke,
Mod already.
yeah, let's just get rid of him. I don't know. I'm not sure what his problem is. How do we just make him go bye-bye?
I don't know. God didn't give me all those powers.
Oh, no, man. Should we make him a moderator? Would that take care of it? Just kidding.
Just give him a channel, hand it over.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to do a couple battles here.
Thank you, baby. I have my little son over here, so you guys hear a little bit of background. Since it's a PG-13 channel.
Yeah, so if you have like a 4-year-old, then yeah, that joke wasn't going to work out.
Yeah. KT, when are you doing the second Abyss run? To me?
Duke, you know, I had that like fun little thing for the first time I got to mute someone, and I totally forgot to use it.
I'm sure there'll be plenty more as the channel grows.
Yeah, I almost want to invite him back, though. I mean,
Should.
yeah, just for the fun of it, you know? Uh-oh, I don't know if this is going to work out.
I think he'll come back with another account. I think this guy had a couple, if I remember right.
Yeah, I'm starting to remember who it is. And that's really cool. You know, like, I take that as a huge compliment that that someone's willing to spend that much time to comment on my channel. Like, of course, I always prefer all the really cool comments that everyone else is making. But, like, think about it. You know, like, someone is willing to take time out of their day to make new accounts and, like, come in. That's pretty cool, right? I mean,
listen, if you don't have haters, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I heard that from a wise person one time.
yeah, it's some of it, honestly, like, I think those of you who know me, I feel a little badly because on another level, I'm thinking, man, I really wish that this person had something positive going on for them to spend their time on. But, you know, it is what it is. And always will be. Am I the only person who's seen, was that Good Morning Vietnam?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, that's a joke that's going to fall flat on its face. Catch up on chat a little bit. K21, Fluffy Fig Monster. K2 is my go-to when I need advice on how to play the game. He makes good players great if you're open to advice. Could not agree more. Definitely why I recommend when you need someone, like if you're watching my champion reviews and you're like, yeah, but how do I play that champion? Go type in KT1 and that champion's name, and I can almost guarantee that you're going to get a great review on what they can do and how to play them. So People's Champ, thank you for what you did. I appreciate it. Lion King, thank you so much for stopping by. Try hard. Is it much better to have Captain Marvel movie awake? Yes, it definitely is. High Sig is a really great thing too, right? I think Duke's dealing with a few things. Her Sig, I think her Sig is really helpful. I know not everyone has her like the super high Sig, but yeah, her awaken ability is important. Shadow, you took your allergy medicines. All right, buddy. Get to bed, please. In the morning when hopefully you're feeling better. If you can't, just confirm that for me, dude. But I hope everything turns out all right. Allergies are no joke. Getting some LOLs. People are probably laughing at something. Vega, when you're the New England Patriots of YouTube, haters gonna hate when you win another Super Bowl. Exactly, right? Like, I definitely am not the New England Patriots. I think maybe what are we, like the Cincinnati Bengals? We get a win here and there, and it just is what it is. I honestly feel badly for folks like that. I'm not trying to be funny anymore. I do feel badly because I just wish they had other things to do with their time. So, with Robin Williams, I think I'm missing a joke in there. Got it. Someone, thank you. Yes, good morning. So there's that part where he's all, it is what it is, and it always will be. It's, I don't know, for some reason stuck with me. Yeah, okay. So a lot of people have seen it. What does 3 up, 3 down mean to you? Trick, Captain Marvel movie, the SIG doesn't, I thought it scaled really well. Duke, if you're on, can you tell me what you think of Captain Marvel SIG? And because I thought it was nice to have it at a really high level.
To be honest with you, I use her in incursions a lot, and it just gives you the vulnerability, right? I mean, I have all 3, but I don't use it as much as I should. I use it a little bit in content, but not really in anything else. Let me look it up one sec.
Looks like K21's heading off to bed. K21, I really appreciate you stopping by, buddy. I think I'm going to be getting my mug from your store, dude. Hopefully that's going well. I thought you did a great job of choosing stuff that actually like really looks cool too. So it's not just about supporting you in your channel, which of course I think so many of us want to do, but it's also like legitimately cool items. So thank you for putting that together. Looking forward to getting something. And always appreciate you stopping by, man, and all the support you've always shown. And for those who haven't heard the story, KT and I got to know each other in NY, and he was like my go-to YouTube channel to begin with. And then he left NY, and he and I were chatting, and I said, hey, I think I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And very true to KT1, right? Like, he's like, okay, well, if you work hard and your stuff's any good, I'll support you. And I really liked that. Like, I thought, whoa, did someone just become a member? Gary, that is amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Please make sure you join the Discord server if you're not already on it, and we will get you into the private channel there. I hope get in there. You'll see that there's already quite a bit in there. There's quite a few fights, things that I've been thinking. Really excited. It was like 2 off seasons ago, I think, maybe just 1, where I used Professor X to fight a Mixmaster Korg, and it was really like proof of concept, and I'm excited to see that happening in my alliance now. So, and then back to the K21 story, and so I did work hard, and I did put out stuff, and I guess he actually did like it, and he's just been an incredible incredible supporter. So I appreciate it.
I just looked up Captain Marvel, and it just gives a long indestructibility and less of a cooldown. So the indestructibility is good, I guess, when you're running suicide, so you don't get, recoil damage when you spam the SP2. But with her, one SP2 and most of the fights are just done. You don't need that much with her.
Wow, that's amazing, buddy. I for some reason I thought this 200 was such a big deal, and that's one of the reasons I have not even considered her as my as an R3 cosmic, because I was like, I don't have the stones, I don't have the sig stones to get her to a high sig, because I took Silver Surfer up to sig 200.
He's a prestige beast. I like him now, Surfer.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad.
He's not bad, but for the prestige, him and Thorag, they really have to improve. I know he's a fairly new champ, but just high prestige with these type of characters for me just doesn't do it. I would rank him R3 because I'm going back to NY, and we obviously the first in prestige, and that's what we're shooting for, but it just doesn't make sense to me that they're not what they're supposed to be. And then you have Vega coming, and he's probably going to be the best champ in the world.
Yeah. I'm excited for him. I hate to admit it. I don't hate to admit it. I'm comfortable with it. I saw him and I was like, I think I have to have that. I just hope he's good. I hope he's good. I
saw another picture of him and Ghost Duck, like a Ghost Rider duck. Duck Rider, I think they called him.
Really?
Looked pretty funny too. I think that was the comic, Spider-Ham and Ghost, whatever. It was a Ghost Rider. It was a duck, but skeleton duck.
Oh, that'll be fun. And he's coming out with the new Scarlet Witch, right?
New Scarlet Witch that's coming right now in December.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I am a little disappointed or worried or whatever term you want to use for it, because I'm fearful that means we're not seeing a 6-star magic for a while, and I was hoping we were going to get one soon.
Me too. That's my girl.
Yeah.
That's my number 2, and that's my left hand.
Yeah, so I saw that and I thought, watch, she's going to have some sort of power lock ability, and I think that's ours. Man, I'm playing Sabretooth very badly.
That guy? That's Vega.
What's up, buddy? How are you doing?
He's talking to you. That's it. He shied away.
All right. You're there? You're still there?
No, he's gone.
All right. Well, it's good to see you. I've heard a lot about you, buddy.
He's the one playing for me the whole time. Right? All right, Vega. Let me get this guy in. His my wife is at the store getting last minute stuff, so I'm a little bit on duty. I just want to jump on quick, say hi.
All right, buddy. I really appreciate it.
And if I don't talk to you guys tomorrow, happy Thanksgiving, and see you Friday.
Yeah, happy birthday, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving and happy birthday. Happy birthday. You might as well.
All right, only a couple months late.
Yeah.
It happens. Better late than never, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, logging out. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye. We finish up this fight and then catch up on chat a little bit. Man, this AI, I know they improved it, but it's still just not fun. Gary, again, just I really appreciate that. It's just it's a fun thing. Z, Deal or No Deal, he goes by 2 different names. He made all of the stickers for the channel. He's been so supportive, and that's why I always use them. A couple people have asked, like, why do you always use the stickers? And a buddy of mine, a friend I've made in the last like 6-7 months, made them, and he's the other member, and we've just been having a great time in that chat. And then you also will have access to a lot of the people who've been on the channel who submit fights like that. So Duke, FaZe, DLL, they're in there too. And we have a really good time in there. The Discord server is a lot of fun, and I definitely put things out on that, of course, as well. But that is a kind of a special place, maybe put things out a little bit sooner. So I'm going to be very pumped up to have you have access to that. So Layers, hey Vega, I was looking at your tier chart on Discord. I really think I've been sleeping on Hitmonkey. Yeah, you know what? He's one of the champions that I get that a lot. I get that with Hitmonkey and Elsa Bloodstone. And I'm very open to the idea I'm wrong. I'm very open to the idea I'm wrong. And I would just like to see more. I've not seen him brought to AQ. I'm not seeing them brought to Alliance War. And I think what's going to happen is we're going to get Book 2 out, and we're going to see these champions being used. And then people like myself will realize how good they probably really are. So thank you for letting me know. And also the fact that I don't have him as a 6-star, I think is playing into it. And there's just not that much content to do, right? Like we have the Cavalier difficulty, and even that, like they just incentivize bringing certain champions. So it was Goose Rider. Okay, thank you, Nova Flames, Mega Farts. No, that's just a meme. Legacy, you know Legacy, right? Like if you watch some of his videos, he's very excitable. The champions are always insane, and the term God tier gets thrown around a lot. He's a great guy, really kind. I'm in Alliance chat with him. He's very kind to literally everyone. Like I died in a war, and he was like, hey, you know what? But in the next fight, you did a great evade of the SP2. So this is no shade thrown towards him at all. I like him actually a lot. But yeah, he said that something about like being the next skill Corvus, and I think it was Mole Man. So yeah. Neon, the people were talking about the competition a little bit earlier. Ryan Rogers, thanks for stopping by. Alan, that's funny. Who was your right when Duke was saying that Magic was his left? I would go with Aegon is almost definitely Duke's right. Mega Farts, happy birthday. That's awesome. Now you have to get that great skill champion that you were looking to get. Fluffy Pigment, name a champ that everyone loves, but you can't get into. I can't get a 6-star Fury. So if that counts, I think that would be it for me. People's Champ, if you need someone to read chat, I'm your dude. Sadly, can't give you advice on gameplay. Yeah, you know what? Well, we're just kind of hanging out. Thanks for the offer. How long have we been going anyways? I don't have a timer. How do you see how long you've been going? I feel like I look like an old man who's confused. I'm just like looking around the screen. Yeah, People's Champ. Here, if you're still around, let me find you. Sorry, hold on a second. I'm going to add People's Champ. I'm going to give him the role so that he can join. I don't totally know how to do this. I'm sure this is exhilarating entertainment at the moment. All right, People's Champ, you should be able to join the stream room now. Let me know if you cannot. And then let's see. Gary, this is amazing. Thank you so much. I just keep saying I appreciate it. I don't know how else to express it, but thank you. And yeah.
Yo, Vega.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you?
What up? What up? Good, man. Just took a little early day off of work, getting prepped for Thanksgiving tomorrow, which is pretty exciting. And obviously, it's a mandatory shopping on Friday, right?
I believe you have to. I believe it's the law now. Yeah.
You got to do it. I mean, you get the best deals on Friday. So, yeah. So it should be a fun weekend. How about yourself?
My in-laws are here, which is why I'm getting to stream so much. I'm just kind of hiding out. No, just kidding. They are here, and actually, it is why I'm getting to stream so much, because they're helping take care of my kids, which has been amazing. My kids are so excited to see them. We have been, I think some people would say we've been a little too intense about like being bubbled and socially distant. And so my kids haven't seen their grandfather since I think last Christmas. And so they're just elated to spend time with them, and everyone's having fun, and I'm getting a ton of work done. And being gone, I was gone almost all of last week. It's been really helpful for me to like catch up and things like that. So that was a really long answer to, I think my mother-in-law is making Thanksgiving meal and things like that. So let me try to catch up on chat real quick here, and then thank you so much for your offer to help here.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you, people who are wishing Megafarts a happy birthday. Right, like if for no other reason, you have to like Megafarts because they give me the excuse to say Megafarts on stream, and it's just, and I love the comments, so it's awesome. Yeah, Hitmonkey is good. I think what we'll do is I'll try to revisit him next time I do the tier list and look at moving him up. R7, I'm doing well. How are you? Thanks for showing up. 54 minutes. Thank you for letting me know. I chose Lion King. I chose Daredevil and Netflix over Hitmonkey and a Nexus. Interesting. Let's see how that works out. The revamps have been really good. So, Nyan, I think you're talking about a good champ, but you don't like their play style. Let me think on that. I do think you're right. I do think that was what was intended. Dr. Doom, under the video playstyle, did you just escape prison? LOL. Me? Did I just get out of prison? I think there's a joke there and I'm just not getting it, which sucks because I'm sure it's funny. Gary, just appreciate it, buddy, so much. Make sure we get into that channel and you start asking away, and hopefully you enjoy the kind of like leaked footage and things like that. Buffy Pick. Yeah, hiding from the in-laws is perfectly normal. Yeah, exactly. And on some level, I think my father-in-law isn't minding that I'm not around. So I think it works out. He's a great guy, though. This is all in humor. Hopefully you guys know that. Jose, do I have an Instagram? I do, but it's not intended for this. I created it a long time ago, and this channel has taken off way faster than I could have ever imagined. And so that's why if I feel like I'm constantly playing catch up on getting caught up on how things should be or how I'd like them to be. And I think that's something we'll eventually look into. Alan, I'm sorry you have to work on Thanksgiving Day. That really does stink. Healthcare. Okay, well, it still stinks, but thank you for doing it. That's vital, obviously. Prodigy, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Jose and I had the same reaction. Makes sense. Jose, I'm sorry I didn't get your joke earlier. You were clearly joking. I was trying. The name of the person we had to time out and mute was ringing a bell, and I couldn't remember it perfectly. And I wanted to treat them respectfully and give them the benefit of the doubt, but it then just became blatantly clear that they were here to just be a troll, and that's fine. Good luck, Gary, on getting Nick Fury and or Omega Red too. I think we're going to see a lot of Tier 5 CC this weekend. Everyone keeps telling me I'm hoping for too much and it's unrealistic, but I think we might get there. And thanks, Jose, I appreciate it. So I'm going to do a few fights, and Champ, thanks for jumping in.
Yeah, no worries. That's what I can do is to read chat. So
Dude,
happy to help where I can.
you're awesome at it. I don't get to attend streams much, especially at the hour that you do it. That's usually like time for me and my wife to get just some like relationship time in. The kids have gone to bed and things like that. But when I can watch yours, I really enjoy it. I love the positivity. I love the community, and it's very entertaining.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, that's all I can say is because you don't know. Usually, I spend like the first hour just reading chat. But that's what I love to do. And yeah, thank you so much for those kind words.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just pick up with some chat here while you get some arena in. I don't think you read this already, but Gary's saying hoping to get some. Did you already read that? Yeah, I think you already did.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I hope I am actually hopeful we get like a lot of Tier 5 CDC. I feel like it's coming out more regularly, and I feel like this is the weekend for them to really open the floodgates.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think they need to get to that level, and progress the game, right? And if you get all the big players just waiting, you might lose that, and you can't have that happen. So I'm excited to. I think Act 7 is supposed to come out soon, too, in December, from what I've been hearing. So that and the T5CC and what is it, level 4 on the rank 4 on the 6-star champs. That's what everyone's waiting for, right?
Yeah, but might not be good. I'm really hopeful that we don't see any rank 4s till maybe like the holidays, Christmas type time of next year. I hope it's a long ways away. My reason is I think if players like myself or whatever, if we are starting rank 4 champions this weekend or even like this Christmas, New Year's time, I think that's just going to increase any gaps in the amount of content we can maybe take on or things like that. Like, I don't know. I like what Kabam's done as far as not giving whales like this just as massive as an advantage, I think, the last few months. So I'd hate to see it go backwards.
Gotcha. Fluffy Pig is saying, any idea if Weapon X will be available again?
There's been no word on that. Not that I'm aware of, but I feel like they talked about him as though that wasn't like the only time he'd come out. Like the words made me believe that it wasn't going to be an exclusive to only those Legends runs. That was the sense I got.
Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like those kind of like special characters should be coveted, right? And shouldn't be released too often, but at the same time, it should be released more than once.
Yeah, what was cool though, I mean, that was the Legends run reward, right?
Yeah, I think for Act 6, right? Depending on how fast you do it.
Yeah,
right?
I knew I wasn't going to get it, so I didn't even try.
Yeah.
Which is not normally the mindset I recommend, but this was a bit different of a situation.
Gotcha.
Well, go ahead.
No.
No, it's been coming up a lot lately, especially on the Discord server, about like, should I push this content or should I push so I can get a certain level of offers this weekend? And I just feel like if we can't get out there enough, like, no, don't push, you know? Like, I think the game is more fun when you play it where your roster is at and you take your time with it. I mean, if you really want to play at another tier or something like, and you have the means to do it, sure, go for it. But if you don't have the means, if it doesn't fit in your entertainment budget, like, just don't do it. It's not worth it. This game's so RNG dependent. So frequently it's going to end up in disappointment anyway. And we take it seriously, but it is still a game, right? So that's just what I think. So.
No, I agree. Nathan saying they should have an unlimited energy boost, 24 hours to buy for 200 units in the store. Opinions? What do you think about having an unlimited energy boost?
And you could buy it with units?
Yeah, Nathan saying 200 unit in the store.
Yeah, I mean, I think that sounds like a lot of units, but it's probably much better than if you tried to play for 5 or 6 hours straight and bought the refills, right?
Yeah. I mean, I get why there is an energy kind of cap, as well as it's basically making you log into the game more than one time, in a day.
Yeah.
Which is a smart thing to do. As an app developer, you want people to go onto your app multiple times a day, and then having a little carrot at the end of the stick saying, hey, if you don't use this energy, it's gonna just be capped, and that's it. I think it's a good incentive, but that's pretty interesting to have an unlimited energy boost. No Megafarts is saying, how long are you planning to stream, Vega?
I think I'm gonna go. I would love to go for another. I'd love to go for another like 30 to 45 minutes. But we'll see how well my phone holds up. I have not included a way to charge my phone here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a. I didn't really think about it, and when I was setting up my desk, and yeah.
Gotcha. What you can do, what I do is I have a little USB hub that connects to my computer, so it's like pretty in arm's reach. And then I have I don't know about you, but I hate playing with more cables. It just makes the phone feel heavy. So I unplug it until I need to that 20% mark, and then I plug it in. But anything before that, it's just right there at the hub.
Yeah, so I have one of those too. As you know, I purchased way too much when I wanted to start streaming, and then ended up with a bunch of things I didn't know how to use or couldn't use. One of those, I think, is this hub that you're talking about. At some point, I do intend to like disconnect everything and then reconnect it properly. I have wires everywhere. It's a bit of a mess. And then I actually went out and purchased the new Apple iPhone. As if someone else makes an iPhone. I don't know. I said Apple, and just being very specific. And so I'm gonna have one just be like, this is my game phone, so that way the battery's always charged, and I don't have to put it on Do Not Disturb. I always tell the longest stories, and I want to catch up on a couple of things, so I'm going to stop that story. Travis, do you think? Yeah, LC music. I love LC music. In fact, this is just like the same 5 songs playing over and over, and I just love it. I just do. I can't wait till he's able to make more music again. Do you think there will be much Tier 5 CC in the Cavalier, or will be Thronebreaker? I think if Tier 5 CC is only in the Thronebreaker and not in Cavalier, there's going to be like a mutiny. And even though I'll be getting Thronebreaker, I will support you on it, because there was Tier 5 CC in Cavalier for July, right?
I don't know. I didn't get that one.
I believe there was. And Travis, I think you're making the same point that I'm trying to make here. Is like, they better not go backward. That would really bother me. You know, if Thronebreaker's some great deal, then great. But Cavalier should still be awesome and there for people who feel like taking advantage of it. So I really hope it doesn't go backward, and I don't think Kabam will do that. I'd be shocked. Layers, you've probably already gone, but thank you so much for stopping by. And Fluffy Pig, thank you. Well, I'm glad we agree. That's cool on the Rank Force. Oh, okay, I got it. Lizer, hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Lizer has an amazing YouTube channel, one of the best war players that I'm aware of, and I highly recommend checking her out. I referenced her quite a few times and link her videos in the descriptions of my war videos. Megafarts, you pushed a cap. But I have a feeling, knowing you and your comments, you knew what you were doing, and and that was intentional. And I think if that's the case and how you enjoy playing the game, then great. I just hate seeing people feel pressured into it. Do I have an Instagram? I do, but it's not set up for the gaming side of this yet. It was personal for a long time. For those who don't know, Vega was actually my dog's name, and so she passed recently, and that's what kind of inspired me to just even start this channel. And so I'm going through the process of kind of renaming some things, because I do think that would be fun to have related to the channel. Gary, what are your thoughts on gifting event this year? I'm really hoping they bring it back because the rewards are great, but we can't have all the drama like last year. I have a really long answer to that, and I want to answer it. Let me get through a few more things. Dupe 6-star Gambit or undupe 6 Emma Frost to R3 for the Thronebreaker title. Men, let's see if you get some strong answers on that. Nyan saying go Emma Frost. I was not overly impressed with Gambit, but then I started reading Cam's stuff. I did the stream with Cam yesterday. If I remember correctly, he really likes Gambit, and saw a lot of advantages to him that I did not immediately see. Cam's part of the CCP too, so may have gotten some more time to play with Gambit. That being said, I really like Emma, and the dupe is clearly not important for offensive capabilities. Duke, correct. Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate your support. Hopefully things are going well. Cool. Mega Fart. So then I definitely, if you'll let us know who you got, I will be everything I can to stay on and make this little phone of mine's battery last. Jose. See, now I don't know. I'm pretty sure you're joking, but if you're not, that's really sad. Mega Farts, continue with the life stories. So those of you who know me, I think you're like, hey, yeah, Vega's going to talk a lot. But I feel like every couple of videos, I get someone who's like, dude, you talk way too much. And I'm like, well, that's, it is what it is. Kevin, what's going on, buddy? I'm doing better. I'm doing really well. The family emergency stuff from last week is improving. And so that feels good. And it was not, you always hate to do this, right? Because it's family and you probably love all of them. That being said, I have 2 little kids and a wife, and I'm just grateful that it was not involving any of them. Dorks is saying there was tier 5 CC in the cap. So there better be. I'd be shocked if Kabam messes that up. That'd be a big, big mess up. Thank you, Jose, for about my dog. She was amazing. Mega Fart. So we're getting a lot of Emma votes there. Lizer, thank you so much for your amazing, such a joy to interact with. Thank you, Lizer. I really do appreciate that. And I was a fan of Lizer's and learning from her well before joining for Loki. Yeah, she's great with Quake. That's right. She just, check her channel out. Don't ramble as much as Tater does. Okay. Mega Force. Yeah. So some people are saying Gambit here. So Gary, thoughts on gifting? Geez, that's a complex one. I think last year was drama filled for a lot of reasons. The main one being a lot of people who didn't know what they were talking about talked about it, and that was unfortunate, I think. Clearly it was, I don't know if the spirit of the rules were followed very well as much as the letter of the rules. And I think it's weird because one of the things that's enjoyable is gifting, right? Like you have a friend or an alliance mate and you gift them some crystals and they give them back, and then you both enjoy opening them and seeing what you got. Like it feels very much like, I'll explain in a second. I'll say, and it feels very much like that's the spirit of like a holiday like Christmas or a birthday. Like, I'm going to give you this cool gift that hopefully you enjoy. And in this case, like you get something back from it, which is nice. But then what happens is there's ranked rewards with it. And that just feels like what we've done is we've even called an event gifting. And I know that usually when I give a gift, I'm not expecting anything back. And we've now made it a competitive event, and the rewards for it are outrageously good. And so, unfortunately, I think that it can bring out the worst in some people. So I would love to see it back, and I would love to see it without any competitive thing. And just so you're aware, I placed in the top 30 last year and got some amazing rewards for it. And at no point did I think like I gifted the heck out of this. I totally deserve those rewards, because it just doesn't make sense. Like it's so counterintuitive. And if there's amazing individual rewards, I may go for them again. But like I said, that's just my feelings on it. It's a bit complex, and I'm kind of thinking it through as I even answer it. But if they have it again, I will probably, I don't know if I will go for the top 30, but I'll probably just have some fun gifting with some friends and call it a day. So yeah, what was wrong with the gifting event? So many things. It would be almost impossible to explain it all. And one of the biggest issues with it is the vast majority of people that, at least from my understanding, the vast majority of the people that were involved in it no longer even play the game. And so, yeah, what Megafarts is saying. So like for me to assert something based on my limited knowledge of it, I think is not fair, because these people can't even defend themselves. And I actually don't know for certain either. And I think that was a lot of the problem, is that I think a lot of people, actually, I know a lot of people were saying things about it and asserting things as fact as if they knew it, when I feel strongly that a lot of what they asserted was actually just flat out not true. But it was heated, and you know, that brings out a lot in folks. So yeah, hopefully that answered some of those questions. Let's say you're the best Quaker. I don't know who it is. There's a lot of really great ones. And Brent, so Laser, I actually don't know Brent. Brent is an incredible Quaker. Is that's true? Duke, no, we need rank rewards. I know that's why, Duke, I think that's why you and I match so well, is I think you help bring out my competitive spirit, because I'm so quick to be like, well, I just want everyone to win. Can we all win? Like if we all got first place, that'd be great. Can't everyone get rewards? Okay, I'm going to jump back into some arena. I see a question about Matrix though. Let me, I don't know what that, yeah, so that's the thing, is I've been really lucky. The only time I've been in an alliance where someone got their account banned was years ago. I mean, forever ago. I was in an alliance called WA, and that's the alliance where I placed 4th for the first time in Alliance War. And they came to us and they're like, guys, I'm banned. Like, I'm really sorry. And there was nothing we could all do about it. I mean, we're in the middle of a war season and we had to replace this player. They were also one of our best players. And they apparently got banned because it was the Thing arena. I mean, I remember this clear as day. It was the Thing arena. And they had hired someone to do the arena for them. And apparently that person was using a bot and was running it for multiple people. And Kabam found them, as they usually will. And so they banned all these people. And so that's why, like, going back to earlier, it's like, I just don't recommend this stuff. Like, even if you're like, okay, it's fine to do, you just don't ever know. You don't ever know. And so that would happen. It really was hurtful to the alliance. And then this great player who, you know, I think they just made a mistake. Honestly, I still know them. I'm friends with them. I think they just made a mistake, and they really wanted these champions, and they were, you know, looking for a way to do it for less than buying all those cav crystals, and their job in real life didn't afford them the time to do the grinding themselves. And so they looked for a shortcut, and it sucked. It stunk for everyone all the way around. So that can happen. I could see that with a place like Matrix, where like just 1 or 2 people, and there's no way for you to know. There's no way for you to know what your alliance mate is doing. At least none that I'm aware of. So, all right, I'm gonna be quiet now and champ. Sorry, you joined to help with chat, and then I just talked for 20 minutes.
Oh, it's all right. I do the same thing. I do exactly the same thing. So yeah, you read that chat as long as you want. I'm just here as a tag-in.
Nice.
Whenever you need me. So I'll let you get back to it. And then I think just for my 2 cents, and I think it goes back to the whole economy of the game. As a developer, as an engineer, we there's a lot of hours spent, not only from a developer side, but from a designer and the artist and the graphic design, especially with this game where the art is really, really good. And then at the end of the day, it's like who pays for all these people, and they're not cheap. So for people who, quote unquote whales, what I call them is the top 5%, because that's usually how a premium model works, where 90% of the players are free, and you get the 10 to 5% who pay, that keep the game going. That's also within like software, enterprise software stuff too, where a lot of stuff is free, but then the big companies pay for most of that stuff, right? So I fully support those people who can't afford that, and do have the time or whatever it means to get those champs or spend the money, because that's what keeps the game going. And for those people who kind of want that shortcut, I mean, like most things in life, shortcuts never work out, and they're more detrimental than beneficial. So that's just my 2 cents, and that's coming from me, who I've only spent $10 in this game so far, and I fully support people who are like, hey, you spent this much, you fully deserve that. Like, you're keeping the game going. Thank you for keeping the lights on. But for cheaters, it's like, it's just like in life, right? Where you may want that shiny new thing, but you can't get it, and some of those things is just like you gotta live by that, So that's it.
Yeah, and I think that was I feel as though that's one of the things that Kabam has kind of evolved over the course of this year. A lot of the feedback and the roadmaps is, I feel like a situation had been created where those communities were almost like against each other. And I think it's because whales were able to just get so grossly far ahead. And that's no fun, right? Like, I don't see that. That's me and things. So, yeah. But also like you, I don't think you were on the stream yet. I was saying, as I was like, I also don't blame Kabam for needing to make money. Like, it's a company, like they've put out a product, and that's how it works. So it's about balance, right? And I feel like we're at a good balance, and so that's why the gifting event does concern me a little bit. But I think if they put in the proper rules and they make it so that you like need to be in the alliance, maybe I would like to see it be like you need to be in the alliance for 2 weeks or 3 weeks in order for your participation to count. I would love something like that. I think that would. Think it would handle it. I'm sure, where there's a will, there's a way, but still. Who's on the call? Duke, this is People's Champ. People's Champ, Champ's probably spent like a good 6 hours before I'd ever streamed on call with me, helping me just like with equipment and that sort of thing. And he runs a really awesome stream, typically at night on my evenings. And I really enjoy it. It's a stream that when I can check out, I enjoy checking out. I'll say the 7-star. They are bad. They are bad at at finding the cheaters. Yeah, those are my quick skills. That was about the extent of them. Gary, it brings out the worst in people, but the rewards can change an account and keep people playing. I didn't listen to all the hoopla because people had their own agendas. Yeah, so Gary, I think you're right. I think people had their own agendas, and I don't think they were honest about what's the word? I can't think of the right word. I have to do this all the time. Not a disclaimer, but like work. I can't. This is almost embarrassing that I can't think of the word. But where you say like, look, I have a bit of a conflict of interest here. And I don't think people did a very good job of saying that. And then they just went out and asserted things that I really did not think was true. Does Bryn have a YouTube channel? I actually don't know. But I know when they joined the Alliance or rejoined, it was like a homecoming. So many people were excited about it. So, and we're in the same BG. So I'm looking forward to seeing these skills in war. Gary, again, thank you. Rich the Man put out a really good video on the gifting event pros and cons this week. Oh, it was kind of like the documentary style. I did enjoy that. And you know what? I think it was Rich who put out a video when all the hoopla went down last year that I found to be the most fair, in that he was not asserting things that I'm like, I'm pretty sure that is not right. Nope, that's definitely not right. Like, that's how I felt watching most videos. But again, you know, I think everyone's doing their best and getting caught up and stuff. So Meta is saying hello to June. June, I'll relay that to you.
Hey, what up, Meta? How's it going, bro? Good to see you.
And Gary, yeah, I think the alliance lock would be good too. So here's why I think, or I is my built-in bias, is I remember when the gifting event was announced, I was one of the first people to say, like, oh no, this is going to get ugly. And that's why. But I felt that what it was going to do was incentivize people to kick alliance members who weren't spending. And I really didn't like that idea. And I don't think that's what happened. I'm not aware of that happening. It doesn't mean it didn't. But I didn't like the idea of that happening. And I think without having the lock, yeah. So, Mikey, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much for stopping by. And then, Champ, I'll get back to Arena for a little bit.
All right, I'll just catch up some chat here while you get back into it. A quick question, going back. Just want to say thank you again and for that shout out. But I think you already noticed the only thing is to pay it forward. When I first got started, I reached out to, the Katie Candies and Crystal Floors and Captain Bay and all of them, and KT1 as well. All of them took time out of their day to get on call with me and help me figure out certain things and bounce ideas back and forth. And as someone who's new to something, you need those kind of people to progress not only yourself but the whole community, right? And yeah, man, it was my pleasure to help you out when I could. But I think that's what is kind of like the lifeblood of this community is getting people who want to get on all the help that they could get and all the tools that they need to know to make their stream run smoothly as possible with the equipment that they have, right? So it was definitely my pleasure, man. So appreciate the shout out. And those are never ever necessary. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for that. Secondly, question, because I'm buying a new iPhone, which color did you get?
That's a great question. Did they make the rose gold?
They make the regular gold, not the rose. It's like a gold, but not like a pinkish gold.
I don't know. It's sitting in a box right back there. I should probably open it and turn it on and stuff soon. You know what it is I'm not sure which one I'm going to use as an actual phone and which one I'm going to use as the game dedicated phone. Ooh, that's not going to go well. Yeah.
What phone do you use right now?
I think it's a Max or something like that, or XS Max, or
so like an 11, I believe.
I don't think it has a number. I looked it up the other day, and it just I don't think it had a number. Did they do one in the last few years that didn't have a number?
No, they all have numbers.
Did I buy like a knockoff iPhone?
I think it's the 11. I think you got the 11 XS Pro Max. I believe that's what it was.
That's sure. Yeah, that sounds right.
Cool. Okay. So, I mean, I know you do a lot more advanced gameplay, but I'm playing on my iPhone 8 right now. So I have an iPhone X right now. I'm getting a new one. I'm getting the blue one. It's the first time to the blue iPhone, so I'm pretty stoked on that. So I did get a blue one. Going back to chat real quick, Jay is saying, "What up, Vega? Your advice on when players should stop ranking or R5 5 stars and move to only R2, R3 6 stars? Is it better to have solid 5-star roster depth, or forego that for preemptive development? For who and when?" This Jay.
Jay, thanks so much for stopping by. My thoughts on that are all about what content you still have left. If you have content that you're looking to try to get through and your 5-star is going to help you do it, then I say by all means, rank them up. Or if the 5-star, or if the SIG is really important, if having that super high SIG, like an Omega Red or something like that. So it's all about like how you want to distribute your resources for the content that you want to get done and the things you want to get done in the game. If you can get through all the content while giving all your resources to your 6-stars or allocating them mainly to your 6-stars, then great. Obviously, that does make a lot of sense because they're hopefully going to be more useful to you over a longer period of time in your playing. That being said, don't end up spending thousands and thousands of units because you shortchanged your 5-star roster. So hopefully that was helpful.
Cool. Odin saying the Thronebreaker offers better be top shelf, period.
Yeah, I'm with you. And that was something where like I was saying that I didn't think they needed to be that great. And then a couple people on the Discord server were like, no, we've put in a lot of effort to get Thronebreaker. We've taken a champion to rank 3. I want them to be top shelf. I want them to be awesome. And hearing that perspective kind of it helped me frame it better. And what I really meant was, I just hope the Cavalier offers are still really good. I hope they're great. And the players who are Cavalier and want to take advantage of the offers, I hope they get incredible stuff.
I hope so too, because I am Cavalier.
Really? You haven't been playing the game that long?
So I've been playing the game for almost 2 years. The first year though, I picked up this game at an airport in Thailand actually, because my flight was delayed for like 4 hours. So I picked it up because I thought it was like Street Fighter with Marvel characters. I'm like, this is awesome. And then when I got back, I just auto-fighted on the way to work and on the way back, and that was it. I only got really into this game during the pandemic when I had a lot more time. So it's been almost 2 years now, fully when I've just been on. But yeah, I'm just Cavalier.
Right on. That's pretty good.
Liza saying, use the new one for the game. Battery is insanely good. I had XS Max and just got 12 Pro Max. Nice. I'm also getting that 12 Pro Max as well, but there's Liza's 2 cents.
Have we gotten any updates from Mega Farts? I'm a little worried because I just got that 20% notification.
Mega Farts, I'm skipping a little bit of chat here. He's saying, about to open the 6-star, guys. Wish me luck. Well, Mega Farts, best of luck to you.
Break the lake, dude. I hope you get that OP skill.
Yes, get that. Which it's also interesting thing to think about is that there's not that many good skill, characters in this game except for your Nyx and your Aegons, right? Compared to other classes. Yeah,
skill is interesting. I think because Aegon is so unique, and really so is Nick Fury, that like there's a bunch of other champions that have like bits and pieces of what they can do. Not gonna get the true strike, but like Killmonger, I think Killmonger is a high quality champion, and I know I get a lot of pushback on how highly I have him ranked.
I'm skipping chat here real quick. Megapart says, I got a skill champ, but it was Ronin.
I got so excited when I heard I got a skill champ. Ronin's not bad though. Someone just did a Ronin video. Was it KT1?
I'm not sure.
Someone just did a Ronin video. He's definitely has his uses, but I know that's not what you were hoping for.
Mikey's saying, I say at least rank up enough champs, 5 stars of each class for gated ways and content. Now I'm 6-star focused. Makes sense. Michael is saying, hello sir, deployed in Qatar. Haven't had the chance to catch up on earlier vids. Is the content over to find out who received an Odin? Also, is Havoc duped a good rank 3 option? I like Vega, take it away here.
Is Havoc?
Well, one, he's saying, is the contest over to get to Odin? And number two is Havoc duped a good option for rank 3?
I think so. Yeah, I really like Havoc. I think most players would say that that's a really good rank 3 champion. He doesn't get a lot of publicity, but we were just talking earlier that like I think it's Suida takes Havoc into almost every single war. So Havoc can do a lot, and I feel like he's so much of the meta isn't really about what the champion can do. I mean, it is, but it's about what the defenders are doing and what the nodes are doing. And Havoc seems to be almost increasing in value over time. Obviously, no guarantees that will continue, but yeah, I think Havoc's a great R3 champion. And then the winners have been notified. 2 winners have not gotten back to me yet. So the ability to enter the contest is over. And we're going to give those other 2 winners who haven't contacted me back, we'll give them till like Saturday morning before I go and choose other winners. It's going to be really difficult because the idea was to obviously say thank you, and I hate letting someone know that they won and then have them find out later. But also the idea was to help people get these deals. So let's hope everyone gets in contact soon. And then Gary, another super chat. Thank you so much. Time to grind. I will definitely try to stop in on the next live stream. It's awesome to be here. Thank you again. Just more thank yous. Make sure you get on the Discord server if you're not already there, and we get reach out to me directly, and we will get you into the private chat there.
Cool. Let me catch some chat here real quick. KG saying, I'm getting 12 Pro as I wear slim fit jeans and the big one just pops out a lot. I mean, I understand that, I wear some slim jeans as well, and you gotta do the pocket test, right? If it fits in your pocket or not. Now, like, I get the bigger size phones and I just put it in my jacket. Usually I try to wear a jacket and put a thing in there, and then I think a lot of people now, or men are going into these satchels or fanny packs across their body, and for me, I am a big supporter of that. I have too much stuff in my pocket. If I could get like a little bag that houses everything in, that would be amazing. But that's just me. Jose saying Aegon is a Kabam champ. I believe it is a Kabam champ, Jose.
Aegon? Yeah.
Which I don't get. I mean, I'm like, you got this whole huge Marvel universe and you have to make up champs, which I don't understand, but, that's Kabam.
I've always assumed that it was some of the designers or whoever's responsible for creating the actual champions. They probably just wanted to have some, think about if you were a little kid and you could grew up and you could design a champion for a game like this, that'd be really cool, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that'd be awesome. It's just that, maybe it could have been more community. It's like, hey, and take this with a grain of salt, but this is just stream of consciousness here. It might be cool if you could do vote in different, aspects or characteristics of that character. So it's out of these 5 skills, what would you most like, and make it more like a community thing. But I do get, as a designer, you definitely want your art to be shown, right? So I get that. Meta saying, I also rank Killmonger very, very high on the skill ladder. I don't play with Killmonger. Vega, do you have any? I think you have pretty high opinions on Killmonger as well, right?
Yeah, I like him quite a bit more than it seems like at least the viewers of the champion rankings do.
Gotcha. Odon is saying, excellent point about content left and progression. I've noticed guys mistakenly ranking undeserving 6 stars with Act 6 and Abyss still left to do 100%. an unduped 6-star rank 2 Killmonger isn't helping, for example.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree with that more.
Yeah, that's a great call. And as we know, Abyss is very doable with 5 stars.
Yeah. Have you 100% Abyss yet?
Yeah. Yeah. I got through that actually really early.
Okay. I probably won't touch that content for another 2 years.
It's going to be sitting there. I mean, this is a great game. Yeah, I feel like we've probably talked it to death.
Which is very interesting to see if it's going to last another 5 years. Because any software, also games, doesn't last as long. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
All right, I'm seeing the time. I'm just gonna catch up on chat, and then I think we're gonna call it a night. Although I found this is an interesting time to stream. We did this yesterday with Cam, and it didn't feel like many other people were on, and it's a really convenient time for me. So this might become it. I just know that a lot of the Europeans are going to bed, and it's kind of dinner and family time as we go across the U.S. Right? So.
Totally.
Okay, so let's all catch up here. Nyan, thank you so much for coming by. Sevag is saying, Havoc doesn't need the dupe. I love Havoc, but you do love Captain Canada, right? Man, I gotta remember to tone down the bot. Sorry, PP, I apologize for that. And then Mikey, okay, the tractor. And then Gary, I said thank you to Gary. Man, Gary just coming through today. That was amazing. Andres is saying, which 6-star to R3? I have unduped Void, unduped Cap, but got into generic, Awakening Gem for Abyss, Human Torch is R3 already, or shall I wait? Yeah, I would wait, Andres. I actually am in a very similar situation. I'm sitting on a Science Tier 5 CC right now. And I think just wait, because you're going to want those 2 duped. And the generic is just so rare, right? Like a lot of people think we're not even going to get a generic gem or a selector gem on Friday. So I think that's just still so rare. To give you some clue on it, it's so rare that I have not even used it on my ghost. I have an unduped ghost that I'm still just not ready to do it because I don't have all the resources to really get her sig to like 100 or so and that sort of thing. So I would say wait, as hard as that is to do. I understand that. Jay is saying, do you think Alliance War is overemphasized in the community? I remember you enjoy War, but do you think other multiplayer game modes, and why have they fallen flat? Overemphasize? I don't think so, because but I say it because I don't feel like the community loves War that much. A lot of folks actually actively talk about how much they don't like it. But of course, I only am hearing that from the people I come into contact with. So there's a good chance we're coming into contact with different people. Also, I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. I know it's as I was really getting into this game is when they created the War seasons. And those rewards were excellent in the very beginning. At least they felt like they were. And the seasons were 2 months long. So it was a really long time, and AQ rewards were not as great. At least they didn't feel like they were. And so I think there might still be a lot of carryover. And then also there's just a lot of adrenaline with War. Anyone who's done it knows just how exciting it can be. And then also just utterly heartbreaking when you do mess up. And so I think that kind of goes in with it too. So it's kind of like the excitement factor. I think it's a little bit like a race car or something like that. I've just started doing incursions. I did a run with DLL probably like 5 or 6 months ago because he needed to hit some tiers or something. And then I did a practice run with K21, and that was fun, but we were streaming it, and so had a lot going on. And then I did the run with Cam. And I realized that a lot of what I'm not good at really comes through in incursions, right? Like I can do War because I know who the defender is going to be. I get my assignments. I can bring in the best possible counter to that. And I can do duels and prepare, and I can boost. And for the most part, I win the fight. But in incursions, you can't do that. And the example was we came up against a Storm Pyramid X, and I didn't have Guardian. And I actually said, I'm like, I actually do not know how to fight her. I use Guardian for this. And I don't have Guardian and I don't know what to do. And so they kind of said, okay, well, just try to bait SP1s, play very patiently. And I was like, okay, I can do that. So we survived. But so I'm actually really excited about incursions. I think it's going to be a great way to improve as a player. And I hope they increase the rewards, or they make it so that people see it as a real way to progress their account. I think that would be awesome. And I think they're really onto something. And I feel like Kabam wants incursions to be a great thing. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for that. And then AQ is just repetitive. I think that's the problem with it. It's repetitive, but I think for them to update it, weekly would just be absurd and ridiculous. And I think they're doing their best. We're getting the update right with the mutants here in just a few weeks. Adrian B, hey Vega, what is it that you do for a living? I said it the other day. I do work in nonprofit. A very, very long time ago was a lawyer, and basically what I do is project based. So I have a ton of flexibility and the ability to do things like this. Alaric, who are the winners again? Carl from For Loki won, which is why I decided to go ahead and do 4 winners. I figured, like, with an alliance mate winning, I wanted to. Wow, I am really far behind on the chat, aren't I? Okay, so Carl won, Brandon Dawson, Steve Parlay, and Vasper. Does Tigra need the dupe? No, I think it allows her to start in her 2 phases at the beginning of the fight, so it is really helpful. But no, I don't believe it's considered a necessity. It's not a fanny pack, it's a satchel. I was thinking the same thing, but that shows me how far back I am in the chat. Come for the gameplay, stay for the style tips. Very funny, yeah. Style tips from Champ. How do we find out the winners? Was it in a YouTube video? Michael, I am going to put out the video tomorrow. I'm getting enough questions on it. I realize it's something people want to know, and I appreciate the interest in it. Well, fine, I'll take my humor elsewhere. No, don't listen to the bot. That's a bad bot, and I will reprimand it as soon as we get off of the stream. KG and Mega Farts, I agree with their advice. Like, by the way, Vega and everyone here, one clue to Guardian, you can build force fields passively and then fire speed too. Very cool. Delithius, thank you so much for stopping by, but I didn't even realize you were here. I apologize for not saying hello earlier. Yoldza, thank you so much. You had to go. You were here yesterday too. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I didn't update the top shelf champion for you in that stream. You were the top shelf champion for at least the first hour of this one, and I appreciate the support, of course. Meta, yeah, and then good night, Vega. Thanks for streaming. Thanks, Mikey. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you, SCCP. Thanks, Megafarts. I appreciate it. Yeah, Delithius had a great crystal opening. For anyone who's enjoys crystal openings, that was definitely a great one. Ariel, congratulations on becoming uncollected. Bases are coming, yeah, sooner than Alliance bases, right? And please check out Delicious channel and the video. Great stuff, and putting out quality war videos now too. Jordan Lee, what up, Vega? In my opinion, I love war. I love how competitive it is. However, the issue is that there's simply too much cost and stress for anything below Masters. Yeah, and I honestly don't think the Masters rewards are a good reflection on the stress and planning that, the Alliance leaders put in a tremendous amount of time ensuring that we have the best possible matchups, or at least as few bad ones. So I agree. I would love to see the rewards pushed up more, and maybe boosts become less expensive for everyone, for all of the tiers, not just Master. I think Masters has been even more stress, obviously. However, the rewards could still be better. Yeah, I think the rewards could be better, and it is stressful. I think when you do diet, I think everyone hurts a little bit. We feel badly because we have alliance mates who are working their butt off and doing their best, and then it's just a heartbreaking feeling. And I had that family emergency last week, and my BG played a war with only 9 people. They knew they were only going to play with 9 people. And I thanked them for it, and they were just like, dude, don't sweat it. We got you. And I really appreciate the heck out of that. It just, Yusuf is here. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by. That is one of the people who was saying, dude, don't even sweat it. Right. And so they now have the pressure on them of they cannot item out. They can't call for backup. I mean, I would, of course, have tried my best by them, but they knew I was dealing with some stuff. And so I appreciated that a lot. Yolza, thank you so much. Never necessary, but always appreciated. Thank you for the super chat. And let's get you at least a little airtime because we are going to be signing off here in just a minute. Oops, I did not know what I just did. Yolza. All right, there we go. Thank you so much. Yeah, mega farts. I know. It is what it is. I thought maybe I was going to try to cut back on it. And then I was like, this is just who I am. If people like it, cool. And if they don't, then it is what it is. Delithius, I don't talk much in streams. I'm a lurker. First time I spoke was to say good night. Yeah, I noticed that. But you're like me. I do that too. I'll join Champ's stream and I'll be like, all right, I'm just hanging out while I get a little work done. And then 20 minutes later, I'm like, hey, I gotta go. I'm really tired. And then because he's like me, 15 minutes later, I'm still listening to him read it. And then I feel compelled to say no, I'm still here. I'm still here. So anyways, it's a whole thing. Yeah. No guardian, no love. I agree. And Ariel, yes, congratulations on being uncollected. That is a feat. And it's fun. It's fun when we accomplish these things and we can all relate to it. And I don't know if all of us can, but I know I can, and everyone who's done it. So that's awesome. And no guardian, no love. Can't agree more. And then Yolza, as we said, thank you. I really appreciate it. We're going to keep you up there so that way you're on the top for the next one. You get a little time with the recognition. You definitely deserve it. And Stream Elements, thank you so much for stopping by. I got to talk to you about your bot, though. It's a little too aggressive. Is there anyone streaming right now who we could raid? Champ, do you know?
Ilak is streaming. That's the only one. But he's doing Call of Duty.
Oh, okay. Then let's just all go our ways. And to all the USA folks out there, happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I will put out a video. PP saying Left Knox is on. I don't know Left Knox. Lefty Knox.
Let me do a quick search and then I'll put the link in the channel.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. Left Knox.
Oh, he's doing he's not doing MCOC. So if we're gonna hold ILAC to that standard, I think we should hold everyone to that standard. And that's all right. Thank you, everyone who stopped by. Really appreciate it. Had so much fun. I love doing this. And I'm sure we'll catch everyone again soon. Thank you so much, Champ, for stopping by. I really am going to get off this time. Thank you so much for stopping by and on all the help. And please check out Champ's stream on his channel. And yes, happy Thanksgiving, Gary, and everyone. Take care.
Hey, everybody.